call the meeting to order. Time now is 18:34. I pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Silence. Please take your seats.
It was a nice pledge. We sound like an a cappella group.
I know. We'll be harmonized. All right. Yay.
Roll call?
Roll call. I am present.
Yeah, we'll do public comments after roll call.
Okay, I'm present. Mr. Boardman's present. Baez has an excused absence. Judy has an excused absence. Pedro is present. Gary has an excused absence, and Mr. James is present.
So Carlos James, for the record, you'll be secretary.
Yeah.
Yes. Since Ed is absent.
All right, public comments.
We have one online.
Hey, Felicia.
All right, Felicia, you have to unmute on your end.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah.
hear you.
Hi, Felicia.
Okay, I wish I could be there, but I'm running late for something I have to take care of. Basically, I've been trying to communicate to all the committee who may be interested, and of course, your committee is very involved in the 4th of July event that we do every year. So basically, our committee, the Culture First Committee, had a subcommittee meeting last week. We went over a few items that we want to incorporate this year, since you know that it's the 250th anniversary of our independence.
Right.
So we have a lot of ideas. I'll bring, like I said, these have to be approved fully by the committee, because we have the subcommittee meeting. But to give you a head start, we want to do several things. Among them is to bring, if possible, but we have to get not approval, but they get in line, I guess, for it's called a mobile historical museum. It's called the Freedom Truck. I can send you the link later so you can see it. It's amazing. It doesn't have to be on the 4th of July. Could be, because I think they started already in Tampa at the state fair that started. So we need to get in, but already contacted PragerU. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they told me that the White House is handling it. So we have to see if we can get a contact to see, what we could do. I think FIU, I just saw it in one of the what is it, the links that they show you, where the trucks are going to be. There's several ones, not just one. And I get FIU will do the south portion of the county. We could do the north portion. So it would be nice if we could do it. So it depends, how much it's going to cost us, if it's feasible. But all that we have to really, that's why we wanted to start early. We have different ideas of having enactments during the colonial time. So we're working on that. We're going to have, of course, the food trucks. What else? We're going to get the vendors, children's activities, because at the 4th of July, somebody said that we didn't have enough things for the kids to do. And the main thing is to get the sponsors, and we need to start early. Somebody's working on doing, different reenactments, like I said. I also would like to, during that time or the week prior or after, is, as you know, we have an archaeological site, and that site has not been registered yet. It would be an opportunity to get a marker. Luis Collazo wanted to do it years ago, but nothing, we had a meeting and everything, but that would be a good event to have during that time. It's historical. I went into the state website, and they're doing already activities for celebrating the 150. the federal government is doing too. So I think it would be a great opportunity for us to have a great event, you know, throughout, it's throughout the year. It doesn't have to be exactly on the 4th. So I just, like I said, I wanted to bring you, the information that we have so far. And of course, any ideas that you have, please bring them over. So we appreciate that. But I just wanted since you're already, I think is Veterans Parade, could be also you can do something to celebrate the 250th anniversary of independence. So if you have any questions, just email me. And again, hope you can, get, involved. We're the organizing committee, so we're gonna take a little bit more control of the activities. So, but I'm excited. I think if we can bring that mobile museum and the other activities that we want to do, it will bring, we had last year, I don't know if we will have as many, but if we advertise, we'll bring a good, and maybe, something earlier. So again, I'm just brainstorming here and with our group. So as soon as we get approval, go ahead and do it. Will you come on board and be, like I said, I like the participant in that event too. So if you have any questions, just let me know.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you
Felicia.
very much.
Thank you.
Felicia.
Thank you.
That's it for public comments, it looks like.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Is there a 3-minute rule or anything to public comment?
No. I mean, there is, but, Alicia, let her go. She's doing something great. Fantastic.
Sounds like you.
I mean, I was gonna recommend that you maybe talk about how it was during serving with George Washington. During the Revolutionary War.
2 or 3.
That's right, that'd be, that's right. Mr. James and I were gonna wear paddle blades. We haven't had hair in a while, so why not? So. All right, order of business, deferral, additions, deletions. Okay. What's that?
The banners.
The
I
banners.
recommend it.
I'm logging out, okay?
All right, thank you, Felicia.
Thank you, Felicia. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Give me the banners. What was it?
You know, head
The
office,
military troops.
Fabrizio's office is right close to here.
Yes,
He's always there.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
To the chair, on the, just thinking about that, would it be any, well, I don't think so. I don't know why I'm asking. The trucks that we have, at the end of the parade, but I don't know what they would do other than just.
Be a
sit.
static.
Yeah,
display.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think it would.
The 4th of July gets packed,
Yes.
and it's a security nightmare.
Yeah.
And
you're
I would
right,
have, some of those are privately owned,
Yes,
vehicles.
right. That's what I was saying.
And the
Once I
liability.
even thought about it, I
Yeah,
think this is not.
yeah, because I'm thinking, well, I think what she's trying to do is make it like more than just a 1-day event. Like throughout the year, and I really like that Freedom Truck. What she should do is coordinate with the schools to get, if it's a mobile museum,
Right.
gets with some schools, Miami Lake schools, and have them, kind of walk through. So.
Well, her congressman could be maybe a link for us if they gotta deal with the, deal with
Yeah,
the White House.
well,
it's
for
right there.
sure, Representative Fabrizio.
And you also know,
Can take care of
that-
the state, the anthropological thing about the state getting that marker,
right,
because that's a state issue. So she could actually work that through Fabrizio's office, I think.
Yeah.
And as far as, trying to figure out this, Freedom Truck, I have to look it up and see
I do. right.
whether, I've never even heard of it. I gotta see whether or not, Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart.
I was just to say, you know him, so.
Yeah, I know
between the
him. I
two-
mean, I can ask, once I know more about it, because they may have never heard of it either.
Right.
Yeah. It's right, but there's apparently several, and then see if I can, get a line on that and see if we can get it down here. We'll see, I mean, it's, one of those things, I mean, I'll ask, it doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, so additions, deferral, deletions, we're adding the ban, correct?
Well,
Remind me what we're on.
Oh, well, there's a quote in the packet and just like the plan for this year,
Oh.
if you want to do a subcommittee like last year, you know, just logistics.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. So let's add under new items, 9 Bravo. Military banners, because I know we are doing some changes and pulling some out. You know, folks who are not in uniform, we're pulling their banners out because. You know, I don't care if this photo is, you know. From 1952 or something, or. You know, or Pedro's photo, he looks like a little boy
yeah.
in uniform, you know?
I have one that I go.
Yeah.
One day.
There's only a few of us, myself and, you know, Major James, who fit in our uniform still and can take care of
Yeah.
pictures. So, anyhow. So, yeah, we'll add that. So I have a motion to add 9B military banners as a new item. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Pio. All those in favor?
Aye.
That. Okay. All right, let's review the minutes from January, please.
Hey, can we go back to minutes of the banners for a minute?
Well,
Well,
we're
it's
gonna,
on the
we're gonna talk
agenda.
about it. It's
Yeah.
on the
We'll
agenda.
talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for January 8th.
And you read fast, hold on, give me a chance.
It's already said, it's nothing.
All right, there's a motion on the table to approve the minutes from January 8th from Mr. Fiallo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. James. All those in favor?
Aye.
Judy wanted me to add a motion to approve the cost of photographer for Rainier Run, but I don't know the cost.
$350.
$350? Okay. So we're still waiting for that W-9 and the receipt, correct?
Yes,
And I told her that, I go, look, we can't pay the guy without W-9 and receipt,
Yes.
so she's
Yeah.
aware of that.
I think she'll maybe send it when she's back in town.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a motion to approve the cost of $350 for the photographer for Reindeer Run.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Fiallo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Well, let's first of all go over where do we get that, that money? So do we have our budget for this?
On the back. There's not a fifty, we don't have to go to.
Now, explain to me the 5K veteran, 5K run, and this negative 37,000. You told me that was the one going, taken and put into parks to pay for the plans. Is that what it was?
There was money, the last transfer out, I think you all decided for the 5K was probably not in the minutes, that one was earlier on. But also reindeer costs, the reindeer run costs is in that line item. The contributions and donations amount will eventually make its way into the 5K. So that transfer has not happened.
Okay, so I can understand what I'm looking at. The $62,600 is what we earned from the last reindeer run,
Mhm.
correct?
Correct.
Yeah. The $37,966, $996.92 is what? Is that the cost or what that we were transferred from the last reindeer run to?
The 37 is what you all have spent in that line item.
Okay,
If you need like a breakdown of like individual costs, I can get that for you.
Yes,
but
please.
That's what, okay.
yes, please. I'm thinking, because I know we had given the town like 38,000 for the
Yeah.
plans.
Yes,
Okay. The rest of the stuff,
which just as like a reminder, when you go to council
okay.
to request, the approval of that reallocation for the
So,
additional costs.
Down here, $38,903 is what our net proceeds are, what you, am I reading that, the grand total at the bottom?
The 38,903,
Mhm.
is that the cost that you're saying? Yes, that's what you have right now. So that's adding, your military tribute banners, that 12,500, your plaque, that 2,000. So it's adding all of those numbers there. That's what that total is. That's your available budget. But if you spend money in 5K, it will show negative for now, but remember that all the money from contributions and donations will go into
Just a
that.
question on the total expenses under revenue 62,6. It shows 23,696. Is that? What does that cover? That's not everything.
The 62,
Yes, its
Which
total
one?
expenses 23,696.97. It's on total expenses after total revenue.
oh, I see.
Cause I'm thinking the 5K, this negative 37,000, I think it's from the last 5K is what we sent to the town and what we had spent as well. Cause I think we sent the town like 35 and then we sent, or 32, and we sent the American Legion so much. Although they haven't gotten their check yet, right? Did they? For 2026 they did, 2025 they did.
We
Just-
did a check for American Legion last year. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, they
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
so they did. They just haven't gotten it for this one, okay.
No, you
So
all
just-
haven't motioned.
yeah, so this- I guess give me a clarification as to what that number means, that 37,996, please.
That's why I'm confused.
The-
Yeah, 'cause I'm
what's
trying to-
been spent, okay.
Yeah, what was, I'm looking at that as a negative, and then I see negative 23, and I'm trying to figure out. How do we get there? How do we get there?
Well, there's stuff we've been having some trouble with this building.
Oh, I can see how we got there. I can see it right here. Because what that is that's additional expenses for the Veterans Run. And they combined all the, they've combined all the 12,000 monies that came in for the flag, the banners. Another money's collected, and then at the end, again, subtract that total amount. So that's where that.
So they credited the 37,000 with the positive 12,000 and 2,000.
Right.
The negative 7,000, and then that gets you this net, okay, I got you. Yeah, I see that, but I still don't know what the heck this
There's no
37,000.
breakdown, no breakdown.
There's no breakdown as to what this $37,000 covered. So I'd like to get a breakdown on that, please.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah, there should be an additional pay breakdown.
Yeah,
whenever they-
I mean, yeah, when you're talking about, we're losing 37,000, should talk about that. Okay, okay, motion to, all right, we have had this scholarship program now for 2 years, going 2 or 3 years, I think. Remember the Veteran Scholarship Program?
Right.
And yes,
sorry, through the chair, backtracking, so there was, the motion didn't go through, it sounded like, right? For the 350,
yes.
it did go through, but you didn't specify the line item, is that where we left it?
No, I just want to make sure we had the
Okay.
funds remaining,
Got
and
it.
so we
Okay.
do have for the grand total. So we will,
So
we can take it
5K.
out of, it's part of the 5K
5K,
run, so
okay,
it goes
just
to the
double
5K
checking.
run.
Okay,
Thank you,
yeah, I'll get you that breakdown, or,
thank you
you
very
know,
much,
in depth
appreciate
next
that.
time, yeah.
All right, so we've had the scholarship program for about 3 years. And I kind of think it's run its course. And the reason why I say that is because, we even opened it up to the grandchildren. Remember Larry, the grandchildren and all that stuff. And we're getting the same family, which is fine, has been showing up repeatedly. And getting,
Yeah, it's true.
we haven't gotten any new people.
But even beyond that, I mean, the idea of moving towards putting the funds somewhere, example, the monument in the park, that we should be dedicating, that's a mountain of money we have to collect.
Yeah.
And we need to get everything, focused on that.
Well, I mean, I agree with that 100%, but also, I think, we also need to do some service for veterans who are in need. And I'm making a motion to let's replace this scholarship program with a bingo event for the permanent residents at the VA. The Knights of Columbus Assembly does every quarter. I can't vote in this this motion because I'm part of the Knights of Columbus
Yes.
Assembly. A lunch, we basically buy a lunch in like Casabanas and stuff like that, a platter. There's about 30 to 40 permanent residents at the VA who are either they're wheelchair bound, quadriplegics, amputees. Some have been there since Vietnam. And so we do a bingo thing and we, gotta help fill out the bingo cards, many of them. And we feed them lunch and they win small cash prizes like $10, $15, because there's a little exchange inside the VA.
Yes,
There's a little store inside the VA where they'll buy toiletries, t-shirts and stuff like that. And it's only $500 4 times a year, so 2,000 total. So I'm making a motion,
Is that?
Can I- go ahead. Yeah.
Are these, is this in Miami Lakes or is this what?
this is the VA right here in Miami.
Okay, but it's not a town then, it's more of a Miami thing.
Yeah, well, it's veterans and,
I'm not knocking it for that reason, I'm just curious to know where, what.
yeah, it's at the VA, you ever been to the VA hospital?
Yeah, that's where I go to.
Yeah, it's the VA hospital, they're downtown in Miami. And these are the permanent residents there. I don't know if any of them are from Miami Lakes, I didn't ask. But it's one of those things where, I think it goes to, our core mission to help disabled veterans, and so, and it's, in my opinion, it's not a lot of money spent.
Yeah,
And-
it's worth the cost.
And those guys, they don't have, I'm sure they get their VA checks and all that stuff. But they really enjoy themselves and they have a good time when they do it. So I'm making a motion on that so we can, divert that money. I think for the honor wall, the Veterans Honor Wall, I'm pretty confident we're gonna get a lot of good fundraising.
Second,
Well, I can't vote on it. I wonder if I can. even
but you can make a
the
motion.
Can I even make the motion?
You can make a motion, yeah.
Well, I gotta ask, Isabella, can I make a motion if there's a conflict of interest? Like I'm part of the organization that provides that service. Can I even make the motion or somebody else?
Should recuse yourself. from
Okay,
it.
so I have to recuse myself
Yeah.
from motion and voting.
I'll make the,
Larry, you made the motion, I second.
I'll make the,
If you're not
And I
for the
said-
organization.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, Okay, that motion passes, and so we're going to, I'll give you the details, but basically, we're gonna be writing a check to the Knights of Columbus Assembly so they can pay for this program for the whole year,
Okay.
and it's 4 times a year they do.
And these,
And if you guys wanna show up for it,
yes,
it's a good idea, I think, Bill, and not only that, because when we do our fundraising, now we can say, not only addition, does your contribution or whatever, your donation contribute towards the monument, Veterans Park, it also supports veterans,
Right,
and
Yeah.
we can add that as like an addendum.
No, I mean, it absolutely, I mean, that's, to
You guys
me,
mind?
that's, honestly, us sitting here, we're the fortunate veterans.
right. And some of those guys have been forgotten, some of them don't get visitors,
They don't get visitors.
right, that's what.
They absolutely don't get
Yeah.
visitors. And so in fact, when we pull them out to do the bingo thing, that's usually sometimes one of the few times they actually do an event
Sure,
and you get out of the room. So it's a sad thing and it's a happy thing at the same time. So, okay, yeah, I'll let you guys know,
yeah, that's right.
when we're doing it and stuff like that.
They do it in a
If-
rec center up on the second floor, or do they? But they do it
Well,
on
we
what?
did a barbecue and then they said we couldn't do barbecues anymore. That's why we now have to buy the platter of food, which is new. So I gotta find out where we're doing it now.
Okay. It's
And,
not where they have a rec center.
we used to do it outside for a little while,
Okay.
but we'll figure, I think it is within the rec center and second floor, so.
Yeah, if you can send me the details, that
Yeah.
way I can check with finance about like which line item this would
Sure,
be coming out of,
sure.
and then of course we'll need like the invoicing, the W-9s and
Yeah.
all of that through.
Yeah, I mean, it's, the American Legion Assembly is a 501c3,
Correct.
so I'll get you
They're specific.
their EIN and their 501c3 form.
Mhm.
I don't think it's they're gonna, I mean, they can do a W-9, I don't think there's a bill, but because it's a donation really from us to them.
Okay, Or
Thank you.
whatever the amount is, I guess, for each. One of those details, I guess.
Okay, sure, I will do. All right, so reindeer run, I'm gonna make a motion to defer discussion of it until Judy comes back.
Okay, second,
Sorry, I do have one request from Judy for a motion from you all
Okay.
regarding reindeer run. She asked if you can vote for headquarter Toyota to keep the leftover bags and shirts.
To let their, what,
The
Okay.
leftover bags.
I
and
make a
shirts.
motion for headquarters Toyota to keep the leftover bags and shirts.
second,
Second,
All those in favor?
aye. See, what I'm gonna try to do this year is, the most money that we spend is on police. So what I'm doing, this is.
For the reindeer one?
I'm just saying it, but actually I talked to him today. I'm gonna answer him because we do help a lot of Dade County Police. And I have a lot of people in there.
We'll see if we can get
So
on.
maybe we can get, that's what but don't say anything, I tried.
Well-
there's another solution to that. There's an organization. It's made up of retired police officers and people that will have the training that charge a fraction of what the duty.
Those guys
police
that-
officers.
Yeah, but they have to.
And they come
approve
out,
everything.
they come out, they're mostly retired guys. They come out, I'll get the name of the organization. I'm embarrassed that I don't have it.
I'll find
They'll come
out.
out and they'll give
My
us,
partner is a DA.
yeah, then you know
So
what it
she
is.
knows it.
And, we talked about this before and we were shut down quickly on it because I absolutely agree. That's a lot of money we're
That's a
paying for.
pretty-
that.
Yeah, if we get
Look,
sick,
I wanna look at all options, unless there's some crazy contract that the town of Miami Lakes has with Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office, which they may have, which says any kind of town events must be done by, Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office.
so when
Which
she run,
there may be a contract like that, but I'm not aware of one. So I want to explore all options until we're shut
I
down.
wanna talk to Rosie because when she runs
I could be wrong.
for a sheriff, we help her a lot. So I wanna talk to her.
Yeah, I know, but Pedro, it's something that the union kind of negotiates, dealing with the town and stuff like that.
Okay,
So, but until I'm told that no, there's an exclusive contract that says, part of the contract that we have in Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office is that they will provide security for any events. And that means we really can't go out and we gotta eat it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah,
So, but until I'm told, I don't know if there is. I don't know if there is. So, well, Isabella, can we find out whether or not there is a contract, an exclusive contract?
you know, we could say 10 grand would be.
well, we're gonna say more than 10 grand.
And we're gonna
Talking
need it-
about 20.
we're gonna need it for that new,
More.
all that new programs we have in the future.
No, I agree. I mean, it's, I like the police, but, coming out at like $400 an hour per police officer is kind of ridiculous, so. I mean, anyway, so let's look into that, please. Okay, next issue is Veterans Casino Night, Pace High School planning an update. It's going really well, February 28th.
Buy tickets to that. I saw the tickets I could buy on the flyer.
Yeah, the Eventbrite.
But that was $75. Yeah, how are you buying it?
Well, no, you do the promo code, you put veterans, with a V, capital V, and the promo code is 60% off. It's like $30.
Promo code is 60, what do
You'll see when you go on the Eventbrite, it'll come up $75, and then you'll say purchase tickets. When you hit purchase tickets, you'll see a block that says promo code. It's empty,
Oh,
and then you put in there veteran
the capital B.
with capital V. And then when you go to pay, it'll go 60% off.
See, I got that far and I stopped. But,
Yeah, I know. I did, trust me, same thing happened to me. And I was like, what? Because I thought I set it up right. And then when I went through it, I go, oh yeah, I did set it up right. You just gotta go through it. I tell you, it's dinner. You get a free cigar. It's Domino's outdoors, the casino, which was the Mayor's Gala Casino Company,
Mhm.
which is a really classic
Yeah,
casino
I went
company.
there a couple of times.
That's a cash bar.
Yeah.
Real bartenders. We have licensed bartenders there.
Monday, you're gonna find out the food.
Yeah, and we're gonna go
Monday
find
morning.
out, we're gonna
He
secure.
told me he's gonna talk,
Well, yeah, I mean,
So-
he already agreed to it, but I wanna.
No, he's
see
gonna
how-
do it, but he wanna tell you, Monday,
Yeah,
you'll find
I
out.
wanna also give
That's the
him,
one to decide.
I wanna give him a banner with everything.
And tomorrow, we're gonna talk to Mario to ask to
Yes,
talk to Rick Scott, see if he can help
Yeah.
you with the money.
I'm gonna be basically spending the rest.
He
of
can
the
talk
week-
to-
I'm gonna be spending the rest of the week with Pedro.
Yes. Right. Bye.
So,
Friday and Monday.
that's basically it. So, yeah, so it's doing really well, and it's gonna be a great time. I mean, you can't beat it. Dinner,
Yeah.
cigar, casino, event, and these guys are like black tie, vest. We got pit bosses, we got dealers. I mean, if you went to the mayor's gala event with the casino, they had the casino thing.
Yeah,
Did you
okay,
go?
yeah.
It was like felt like you were in Vegas.
What's the dress code?
Well, it all depends on who you are. Uh,
Yeah,
You know,
What's
I mean, it's
that-
the same, I got the
what's
same question, I got the same question from,
if you're the golfer. you have to have a
Councilman
black
Sanchez, you know, and I told him this, you're a councilman, you're running for reelection, dress appropriately. I go, but we have had some tickets donated to veterans and our American Legion who are gonna go. And you know them, Larry, you know some of the guys who I'm gonna give the tickets to that are free. They're good guys, but we can't expect them to dress up real well, because they don't even have money for teeth, let alone like stuff, you
But
know?
what's hours,
I'm
what's
gonna wear a derby
hours,
hat and a Liberace jacket.
Good,
That.
Go like that.
what's the hours?
from 7 to 10, 7 to 10, and it's at Pace High School. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so-
I'm gonna wear business casual, so you know what I'm gonna be, in a sports coat, with a polo shirt, black, business casual. But everybody else, come as you feel comfortable in, so, and, I don't want to impose a dress code, because I don't want to have those veterans that we have that are just getting through life, you know what I mean? If they
Trying to
come,
get Lupe to bring the colonels from the, so.
yeah, that's for another.
He might help us, because he
Yeah.
wants to help with the monument.
Yeah,
Those
so,
people can put money.
listen, if they come, Larry, if they come with matching sweats, I'll be happy, Some of those guys really struggle. All right, moving right along, new business, the poppy sales competition. I need to do my part. Larry's been running with this and got the poppies and stuff. Where you at on that, Larry?
Profits are here, that one cover team's here. Gary said he was getting coloring books, but I kind of said, well,
Yeah, I
I
love
love
the
the coloring
coloring
book
book.
business. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Gary,
They own a company that makes coloring.
Can
books.
we readdress it, or is it too late? Did you already get it?
It's not, yeah,
I don't know, he may not have gotten it. He's been very, very busy with his wife.
yeah, that was on, Gary, really, really,
Taiwan,
really
yeah,
having
in
it.
like 6 weeks.
He's gonna be there tomorrow at 12. He's gonna be there for.
Okay, so I'll talk to Gary and make sure that maybe we can, do our own coloring book, because I thought that was one I thought it looked pretty good as a cartoon.
Yeah, if he could do this,
Yeah,
if he hasn't already committed.
yeah, so we'll find out tomorrow. What else is going on? We got the poppies?
1,250 poppies came in. Of course, you went to the bank.
Yeah.
There's no way to really differentiate who gave what. That's gotta be, once on a person's honor, where the person is collecting money, needs to take a picture, a screenshot of their phone where they paid with a barcode. The other thing would be, Bill talked about using the veterans, which, I mean, the volunteers, which I certainly, I'm all behind that. But I think one of the key things would be to get these things out early and get them in places of business, convenience stores, restaurants, near the cashier, where people check out, Starbucks, that kind of thing. And you have the card up there with the QR code, a little glass jar with poppy seeds in there. You make your donation, you take the poppy seed. The other thing is, I think we should request, I think $5 would be a minimum amount.
Well, it's one of those things, it's one of these things we say with poppies, with, donations, whatever you want to donate. If they want to give us a quarter, they give us a quarter.
$5 is not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want people to think, put a 20 in, I don't want it to be in that next buying thing, you know what I mean?
But you know what, if you say donations, sometimes they put a 20 in, you know what I mean? I think,
Well, they're doing it with their phone.
yeah, and that's fine, I don't think we should put a minimum price. I think we should say, because you never know, it could be a kid who wants to give 10 cents, it could be whatever, and I'm like, listen, we'll take whatever,
Donations being that.
And next, do you
Donations
wanna
is-
put cans along with the QR code, or just the QR code? I personally, I'm kind of against the canned money thing, I think that's just inviting.
Well, I mean, as far as the details, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to encourage that competition thing with prizes to the schools and stuff, and I'm still
That's
working
fine.
with Goldman. I'm still working with Goldman and stuff like that.
But you, Bill, for interrupting on that.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, if I can make it happen, it'll be nice. If I
Well,
can't, oh
that,
well.
that was, I mean, that was the whole purpose of going to the banker, to see if there was a way to do that. And from everything I understand so far, it's really difficult. I mean, a person could set up their own PayPal account and have a touch with PayPal phones, and different ways to do it. But to actually having money go into a central bank account and see and have it attributed, you can attribute it from the person who donates themselves. That'll show up. But it
Well, I mean, most kids have phones and they may be able to do a QR code and stuff like that.
It's not-
Or they may be just doing change and we just get loose change. We
It's-
get a bunch of loose change.
Yeah.
I did a little research into it, and it's very, very difficult in the what you wanna do, the way you wanna do it. As far as having a competition, to have a fair accounting, and again, for the banks to be able to differentiate where the money is. You take a QR code and you pay for your telephone. That'll go to the bank, and it'll show the money came from you, but it will not show the person that solicited the donation.
No, I hear you, Larry, but I mean, what's the difference between that and like a candy bar drive like we used to do? Or a baking
Those
drive?
things are different now. The candy bar drive, a person has 7 ounce candy bars, and they sell them for a certain amount of money. Okay, that's different. When you're giving away poppies with donations that vary in different amounts, but that's a whole different type of account.
Okay,
So, I
so you
mean,
recommend we just stick to QR codes and cans and locations?
yeah, I think that's the best way, and
All right.
individuals can do it. But I think it's better to have maybe the individuals can solicit the locations, and then you have a card set up like this.
Yeah,
With a poster on the front of it, with a poster with the Miami Lakes,
yeah, with the QR code.
QR code down at the bottom. I already did some research into that. It's lost to the side, whatever it's easy
Yeah.
to do. I even made up a few, I didn't bring out, I even made up a few,
All right.
sample posters.
Why don't you bring it next time?
Well,
I mean, yeah, just keep it simple as fine,
And
if you
then,
want.
yeah, and then we get those out, and if you do the math, if you did 1,250 copies, I'm thinking if we raised $5,000, we netted to walk away with it, that would probably be, a realistic goal. $5,000, if you do better, great, but I mean, it's not that much effort, and it's just simple donations. That would be, and the other thing as far as the volunteers.
Well, I mean, one of the things we could do is like, we could hit the Chamber of Commerce. When they have their meeting and have the
Yes.
little thing there with the poppies and the QR code, and then everybody can do that. So we can hit the Chamber of Commerce, what are other meetings?
We had our meetings when I got about 135 people, and I'll have a lot of them can donate.
Yeah.
Sure, like
When
my
they,
bingo,
All of the.
my bingo is
committees-
12 for that deal fair. I have about
It's
130.
the 12th, right?
Eh?
When it,
12, yeah, the
Well,
12.
is that bingo?
You can go by
No,
there.
that's
some
the,
bingo.
Bingo hall.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Any type of
Yeah,
meetings.
Chamber of
around-
Commerce is 12.
And then we have a big meeting that help us too, the okay.
Bingo?
You could go, you could have a
Bingo.
representative go to the Chamber of Commerce and at the Chamber of Commerce, solicit donations from.
Palacios,
business
the
owners,
president,
and
willing
at
to
the same
help.
time, ask the business owners
You
put a
put them
card
out,
in their
yeah, see if
business.
we get some businesses to volunteer and do
Yeah,
that, that would be
put a card.
fantastic.
And they don't have to can enough, they don't have to collect money, all they gotta do is people.
William,
Yeah, we just give them the.
William, if you can go next Wednesday, I mean, for the meeting, it's gonna be one of the
No, I'm
big
planning-
causes for Cordis Corporation. My wife works there for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Those
be
people
there.
are
I'm
more
planning,
millionaires.
I'm planning to be there.
Exactly. I'm gonna talk to that guy to help us with the
Yeah,
money.
yeah, I'm gonna talk to them and I'm planning
If
to
you
be
be there,
there
please.
to promote the casino night.
Yeah.
And then,
Good. Yeah.
and then we'll
Right,
be,
perfect.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's get, I can have the flyers done up, you give me the design and stuff that you come up with, or I can have it designed. And
You
then-
have already the flyers. I have to.
No, we're talking about the flyers for the poppies.
Oh, for the public.
Yeah, we already have.
It's gotta be a card with a stand on the back, so. if you
Yeah,
step
we
on
can
the
get
counter-
it, we can get those with the cardboard
Yeah.
and, hard stands, so they can stand them up and then,
Maybe 2 or 3, so.
yeah,
And then
well,
glass bowls.
what I'll do
glass
is
bowls
I'll
for the
probably
boxes.
bring about 10 or 12 to
Okay,
the chamber.
Right.
And say, listen, you can donate now, or we were looking for some businesses who want to support
I'll
us.
take this back to
Take
the
this
office.
To your
and-
office with these poppies.
Right, and I was saying a glass jar, I mean, I remember as a kid, they'd have a can and a glass jar. And you go up and you put your quarter, whatever you had, and you took a poppy,
Yeah.
and the weekend of the Memorial Day, you were a poppy.
Yeah,
That's,
that's a great idea. Let's do that. Okay.
so
good.
we
That's
need
a
to
good
get, so we need
plan.
to get glass jars or plastic jars or whatever you recommend
So
for.
the idea is to try to have all this done from him by.
Way before Memorial Day.
You wanna be, Memorial Day is the end of, May,
Yes,
so you're
May.
gonna be doing it beginning of April.
Okay.
very least, yeah. February, March, maybe
Yeah.
beginning of March or something.
But you know, again, it goes in, we need in order to, I keep thinking about the monument. I mean, I understand we're getting new rendering. But it's going to cost a lot of money for this monument, and at the rate we're going, I'll be dead before it's built.
No, we're gonna do it.
Hell, to be honest.
Now we're gonna do it.
I mean, it all depends on how long you plan to
We
live.
just gotta have it.
But you know, I mean,
If you look at the money coming in, it just doesn't add up. We're not getting the money. We haven't reached out, we haven't got any grants, we haven't really applied for any money anywhere.
yeah, because we don't have the renderings yet. But once we get, now, our next step, the next phase is to develop a marketing program. And so I'm gonna start working on that in earnest right after I get done with this casino night thing. And once we have the marketing brochure done up, I'm gonna arrange meetings with Senator Rene Garcia, Tom Fabrizio, Congressman Mauro Diaz-Balart. And we already have it. The town has put it as a legislative funding priority. You know, so they have it where they're going to ask Congressman Diaz-Balart.
No, we have veterans.
Report.
William, we have veterans. We had, Scott is a veteran.
Yeah,
Our governor is a mayor.
yeah,
I mean,
because the
so
governor's
so we
a
can
veteran
get
called
it.
DeSantis, and so.
DeSantis will help.
Well, we got some work to do, but, and then we can start looking at, we already met with the grant departments for the town, and they're ready to go. And they're gonna identify grants the minute we have the marketing material set up, and I can give it to her. So everyone is kind of greased to go, and then we'll see if it bears any fruit, you know? And that's not even trying to tap into any of these, foundations of people who are bazillionaires and stuff who may be able to donate. So we haven't started yet, really, but I'm cautiously optimistic we're gonna do well.
When you're ready, we can talk
And
to
the other
Michael,
aspect-
Michael, FPL.
Yeah.
Will be, FPL giving a lot
We
of
need a
money.
plot, once we just.
We have a guy
determine
that
where it's
does
gonna
that.
Be in the park, we need what do you call it, a plot with with an elevation, all that going there as part of, to go along with the rendering. This is where it's gonna be, boom, laid out. This is the plan, this is the rendering, this is the whole deal. It's like a building a house. Here's the whole deal right here. Of electricals involved, lighting, whatever, every detail on that.
FPL
And then
knows
when you
that.
submit
FPL
something
gives
like that,
100.
This is a finished product. This is blueprint for what
Well-
we're gonna have, not just a drawing. It's a blueprint for what we're building. This is
We're
what's
gonna
gonna
have the rendering done. I'm going to see if we can save money on costs, and see if maybe we can find a veteran-owned construction company or a veteran-owned architectural firm or a veteran, participating that may give us a discount because of what this is. So, there's a bunch of angles that I'm trying to work, but for the marketing material, all we need is a rendering in the location that we're gonna have it at. And that's enough to give the person a visualization of what's gonna be. And as far as the detailed drafting plans, where the lights are gonna be and stuff like that. That's in the elevation, that's all useful, but, I wanna
That's
make
all-
sure.
It's all very
that's all
important,
gonna be
because
done.
if we want to usually on a project like this, you put it out for bids. It goes out in the Dodge reports, it goes out for bids. And then, reputable licensed insured construction companies that specialize in that type of construction, they bid on it.
Yeah.
And they bid on a complete job, including all the details. So you have a general contractor who basically is gonna do it for us. And anyway, probably, I would think something
We
like
have a
that would
meeting.
probably be handled by the town.
Well, no,
That's
the
what
town
it's-
will handle that, and the town handled that, and they already have a price for the architecture, we're just setting up the price for the cost of the thing. And I'm not sure, it seems to me it was a no bid solicitation. So, because there was only one person who was even on it, that didn't see any bids, and so, my question is, can we approach that angle, Because it seems, for me, anyway, that's a different discussion.
Yes.
Let's just move on and take care of the other items. Okay, so we got the poppy sales. I really like your ideas, Larry. We're gonna execute it that way. Let's get the military banners. Right, military banners. We need to have a subcommittee meeting. Is that basically it?
You had one last year where you all looked at the applications. So they're set to close off
Did
by
we
March
have-
first. So that's the beginning of the
When
month.
is
March
this
first is when
March.
first
March
for the application for the banners.
Have we
Yeah.
received any
26,
new
right?
applications?
Yes, we have received some. However, there was that instance last year where we were gonna do the whole reapplication thing. So there's a mix of new and existing
Okay.
ones.
And now remember, we have to change because we need people that have the uniform.
Right.
We have quite a few banners.
Okay.
So it's an instance where you have to look at what we have versus like what we have in the system, cross that list out.
So March first is when it ends.
Mhm.
So let's set up a subcommittee meeting.
Yes,
So we
your
can review.
next regular meeting is on the fifth. But I don't know if you want a subcommittee for the banner specifically or do it during a regular, that's up to you.
What specifically would the subcommittee be doing?
It would be looking at the applications and the banners, right?
Bill
to
would be
see-
the one to vet the DD 214s or whatever.
Well, they don't do the 214s anymore because we can't protect our private information.
ID cards or
It's
whatever.
just the ID card.
Yeah, they card.
Yeah, last year we updated that language, and if someone did, we could redact it if the committee wants us to
Yes.
do that, any information.
Right,
that's
that's,
redacted.
that, right.
Okay,
Will we contact those people out of uniform if they're still alive and ask them would they be interested in changing and putting the uniform in, or we just take them out?
I think, we will take them out and then contact them, you know what I mean? Just so we can have uniformity.
No, I agree.
Photoshop the heads on with uniform. right?
Yeah, you just have Photoshop the heads on uniforms, that would be it, yeah. I mean, dress some of them up in the colonial uniforms,
Put the note from Joe Pass.
Some of them wore two, yeah, put them to the,
They carry a wave,
here he is in uniform. All right, so, okay, so when you give us the list of the application stuff, the reapplies.
Mhm.
Can you break it down as to new applicants and then reapplies? Because for the reapplies, I'm not gonna. For new applicants, I'm gonna be much more detail oriented, make sure they have everything in place. For the reapplies, I'm assuming most of the stuff, they've been approved already. And the only question was, do they have an appropriate picture? Really, that's what.
Correct.
it
Do reapplies mean, I thought it was good for a couple of years or whatever.
2 years.
2 years.
So this year, if you, you're gonna have to reapply this year.
No, if you've already been approved, I think.
so what happened last year is that I sent just one initial email, cause that's what the committee decided, but, Larry specifically had problems with the language of that email. Nothing else was done by the town as far as like what you all discussed with the qualifications, the reapplication. So it's really the committee that needs to guide us on how you want to go about this, criteria that you set last year.
So
If you want a
criteria,
specific language that you want me to, like, just more,
okay, so,
Yeah.
okay, I can do that. I
Yeah.
mean, the criteria basically is, the photograph that's provided must be uniform.
yes, that's included in the application.
And that do not provide your DD 214, provide your VA
Mhm.
card.
Or redacted
your-
DD
Yeah.
14.
That's all in the application, more so the reapplication language is if there's something specifically, I don't want there to be any concerns or questions. I did reach out to all the emails we had on our server for people who, applied, but not everyone answered or not anyone maybe has the same email, so there will be issues like that along the line. Not everyone will know about the reapplication
Yeah, and
situation.
well, I guarantee you, the minute they don't see their poster up there, they're gonna contact us and then they're gonna find out about the reapplication process.
Yes.
And that's okay, that's okay.
Mhm.
We can take a grief, and that's somehow, you find that, you either push information out and we did, or you pull information, but,
Mhm.
when something happened. So anyhow, for reapplication, I don't know, to keep everything simple, you have the same criteria. Provide your VA card or your DOD retired card and a picture of your uniform, and that's basically it,
Okay.
and, well, you either have to be a member of the American Legion and post 144 or resident of Miami Lakes. So one of those two, or have a business.
Oh,
right?
how busy work at Miami Lakes.
Yeah, have a business or work in Miami Lakes. You have to have a nexus to Miami Lakes.
Right.
Mhm.
You know,
So this wouldn't be in effect till next year, since this was sent last year.
yeah,
So for this year, just on my end, we don't need to do anything as far, right? Okay.
No.
So for this year, since we'll still have all of those banners, Clarissa was talking to the town manager for some ideas, so it was suggested that maybe we do like double hung banners, like 2 on each side of the light post potentially, if you're not gonna remove
well,
any
no,
this
we,
year.
no, we plan to
You
remove
do
all
plan
those,
to remove,
all those that
okay.
are not in uniform are gonna be removed.
Okay, I don't know how
So-
many banners that is for this.
About then, I think.
I think it's about
About
10,
10.
10 or 12,
Okay,
12, yes.
yeah.
okay.
So is there sufficient room to hang all the banners? or-
If we're removing 10 or 12 thereabouts, I can check where that leaves us with space. Okay, I don't have the map right now, but
Because I checked 67th Avenue, we cannot put it on. Because we need permits.
right, it
I
needs
spoke
to
with
be
Renee about
between the Palmetto and like, there's a certain section that you need to
certain
stay.
section.
Yeah, Miami Lake Way.
Mhm,
Yes.
All right,
remove.
anything else about banners that we need to discuss?
There's a quote in the agenda packet, but quotes expire in 30 days with this company, so they can't guarantee that the price will remain the same.
We need to do a motion to approve it, because,
So right
we
now.
usually get donation as to the installation.
Right, so this is like what we had last year, you had 117 banners last year. There was no new ones last year, so this year I'm sure we'll be making some new ones. So this price will probably increase or decrease depending on how many are removed or had. But this is a general idea, and then I assume someone will reach out to Mr. Senra since he usually,
Okay,
yeah.
cover the military tribute banner. I'll contact them.
So no double hanging. So the question is if you would all like to do this in a subcommittee to look at the application, then they come to the regular committee.
Yeah, I
meeting.
think so, and then we can pull the ones that don't have, or
The-
how we're gonna get the ones. Well, can the company pull the ones that are not uniform?
They've already been delivered. They're at town hall, so,
Oh, they're here, all the,
yeah,
They here.
yeah, they
Thank
took
you.
them down.
okay, so we'll go through them and pull the ones that are not
Okay.
uniform. Yeah, let's do a subcommittee,
Okay.
cause that'll be about a 45-minute
Mhm.
enterprise. So our March meeting is the 5th, how about the following Thursday, the 12th, how's that looking, gentlemen?
Okay,
And it doesn't have, it's a subcommittee, not everybody has to show up, no one's.
we need to
gonna-
make motion.
Yeah, so I make a motion to have a subcommittee meeting
Thursday,
dealing
12.
with the banners on March the 12th at 6:30,
Second,
March the 12th.
yes.
March the 12th.
So you need the physical banners and the applications.
Mhm.
I will contact the banner company to see when they would need the information for the new banners, potentially. Cause I know it's usually early April, I wanna say was last year, but I'll double check.
We
that.
have a new company, right? one we use,
Well,
because-
if you wanna use a new company, you usually use,
Because remember, we
Yeah,
have,
they-
tribute banner.
we really use a company that really take us first.
We use this one,
First.
A3 Visual, yeah.
Well, that's for hanging, but use a different one to actually print the banner.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
but-
Yeah,
Okay,
so if you wanna use a different company, that's up to you, but,
No, that's what the
But,
price is.
whatever it is, whatever it is.
the company that we usually went with is, military tribute banners, yeah. That was the one that was used in the past, so.
All right, motion on the table for March 12th.
Second.
Second by Mr. Pio. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any other items? All right, motion to adjourn,
Second.
all those in favor,
Aye.
meeting adjourns at 19:21.